think you got me? Make a move and we can see. Try to run, but the demolition has begun.
So, thanks to my buddy Laurel, I just remembered the most fantabulously disgusting story from when I saw my friend Sophie at work.
Not about me. It was more about Shannon.
Oh, yeah. Shannon inspired it, but Laurel may remember. This is the story of when I saw my buddy Sophie at work and saw that it's a giant sexual harassment den. Anyway, it's around the time I'm about 16 and my family thinks I'm at a friend's house for the weekend because, you know, they think I'm a good child. When actually, I'm visiting my friend Sophie and her husband Anthony all the way across the seas in Budapest. How do I do this, you might be asking? The answer to that question is you don't want to fucking know.
Me.
Anyway, as I'm visiting Sophie at her job, to be clarifying all this to all of you that don't know, Sophie's around 4'8", but has a lot of curves. I mean, she's openly said that she has double G bras and she got a lot of junk. It is kind of disturbing. So, I go with her to her job, which is just a giant medical firm to just distribute various different prescription drugs to all these different companies, which is how I make my own side, how I used to make my own side money with shit that you do not want to get into. And as we are walking through, just going to her lunch break, she is like saying, I'm gonna have a sandwich, I'm gonna have some yogurt, and I'm gonna have this banana. The second she says banana, I shit you not, every single guy in the office and in the cafeteria just ran in as if they had like a third sense, just like, I heard that busty bitch is having a banana. And it just jolted into the cafeteria, just staring at her like, so, you got that mouth on that banana like a pro, though. I'm just sitting there kind of like, is this like, is it like this every day? She's like, is what like this every day? It does not help that she's just eating the banana the same way you would see some girl going down on her boyfriend.
Oh dear lord.
I feel uncomfortable.
So it just gets completely unsettling for me because I grew up with Sophie. I grew up with her when she was as flat as a board and tiny as hell. So this was already uncomfortable.
You think you're telling me?
So then after this is all done, guess what else that they have to do with this job around 3 p.m. during that part of the world time? After work exercises.
Oh dear lord.
I think Laurel and Shannon already know where this is going, but no,
I don't actually.
Here's the thing, guys. When it comes to Sophie, she has grown up from her own mom of having a full-on commando lifestyle with everything. So when they were doing stuff like jumping jacks, calisthenics, doing lap joggers, how many people at home want to guess how many dudes were just staring at her inappropriately?
I'm gonna say over 9,000.
I feel uncomfortable.
It doesn't help that the bosses were staring too, and a few of them were lesbians, so...
I feel really uncomfortable.
I think Shannon needs an adult.
We are adults.
I'm not.
So then after work, when she is getting back to Anthony, who's picking her up from work, this is the whole thing that just changes the entire scenario. Every dude just starts following me and her outside the building, but as soon as they see her husband, who is 6'4" and has muscles as big as my head, if not bigger, she all of a sudden as soon as she goes to her husband, every dude is just like, don't mind us. We're just gonna go home and have a meal for one. Thank you. Nothing to see here. What's this? This isn't a boner. This is just quarters in my pocket.
No.
So I have to be.
No, not the cat.
So I have to be in the car with Anthony as soon as Sophie just is tuckered out, cause she's an exhausted little child. She is just kind of like, she's just sitting in the back. I'm talking to Anthony like, Anthony, do you know that your wife is? He just stops like, I know. My wife is treated like a piece of meat. Every dude wants to have sex with her, and every time I show up, they're just like, oh my god, this big guy with muscles is gonna kill me if I try to fuck his wife. So I'm like, why do you let her still work here? This is when I know,
every second of the day.
This is when I know that Anthony is just fucking with me, when he just says, it's better to have her here to be around sleazeballs than at home having non-stop sex with me.
I have ensured with protein to help build muscle and
Like, dude, really? I did not need to know that.
to keep doing what I love. Trust Ensure.
Hi-ho.
So, from that explanation, I'm just still, like, baffled because I know that's bullshit. So, by the time I'm about to leave on the third day, I then just go up to Sophie like, Sophie, I still don't get it, and although I talk to your husband, I don't understand it. You're treated like a piece of meat at your job. Every dude has all these weird, lewd remarks and glares at you. Why do you stay there? Only to then say the most Sophie answer that I've always heard. Because it's so weird that it's Sophie.
This is a grand staircase.
She's just saying to me,
I'm only doing this because I like stealing the sleeping drugs, because it's hard to sleep when you have back problems. I don't get what they are.
Fraction back in 1982.
And I wonder why, Miss
Problem is we're
G-Cup.
dealing with economics here. And it used to be
also, hi, Hikey, you just jumped into this story, like, almost to the tail end.
Music room to the lavish dining
I have
room,
no
to the
idea what the
stylish
fuck
outdoor
is going on. I'm like, who
His
the
only
fuck
child,
has
Lisa
me?
Marie, grew up here, and she just told us that her dad was
Anyway, this has been another friend edition of Storytime with Vince, where I was joined by CandyTrickster,
Be right back.
CraftySimmerShannon.
It feels really uncomfortable.
That's because you're asexual as fuck. And for some odd reason at the tail end of CraftySimmerHikey,
Hi, so you may hear I have
she's having issues right now. So, to everyone that heard the story, remember to be cool, stay stylish, and I'll see all of you nomads later on. To all my party people out there, remember to keep on grooving. If you are new to the channel, you just love these crazy stories and feel bad for Sophie, please don't. But please be sure to subscribe. But please don't feel bad for Sophie. She's kind of a terrible person. Bye!
Bye.
Pray for me.